Right, I'm Sean, that's Kay. The other day we reacted to a trailer. An Attack on Titan trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Someone commented on it saying we should just react to the full song called Under the Tree by SiM.
Okay.
I don't know why. Maybe it has something in it that's trailery.
Is this just come out like?
I don't know if it's just come out. Oh, good. What does it say? 13 days ago it came out.
Oh, so it's
So around about the time we reacted to the trailer.
so it might get more.
But this is an anime special version.
Oh, so there might be scenes and stuff.
So yeah, someone asked us to react, so I thought we'd react. Might not be a very long video, but it might just dwindle into us remembering Attack on Titan.
That's what usually happens.
So let's react. Let's now. I might have missed a bit of this. Oh, that's a flashbacky one.
I don't think those subtitles match with what they're saying.
No. It's crazy to think about where Attack on Titan has been.
Where it started to where it is now.
Yeah. Seems to be very focused on Mikasa.
This song, it's almost like it's from, you could argue it's from Mikasa's perspective, isn't it? Like, why are you leaving me? I'll protect you.
Yeah.
It does just feel like this is for Eren, does it not?
Yeah. Feels like, again, it feels like it's almost Mikasa saying all this to Eren. And obviously by extension that applies also to everyone else. Oh god, remember that? When the guy got squished. It is, it's going to degenerate.
Is that almost like Eren in response?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, Where it started, that tree.
Oh, it makes me feel emotional. Makes me feel emotional.
Oh,
Darn.
yes. I would love to just have the lyrics of that just so we could go through and just...
Well, we got the general gist.
Yeah. It does just feel like an actual conversation though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost like maybe not even just Mikasa, maybe Armin as well, and maybe the rest of the corps, Survey Corps, but they're kind of just like asking him like what, you know, like let me shoulder your sins, like well,
have we seen that shot
we'll
before?
protect you. Huh?
Have we seen that shot before?
I don't think so. Who's that?
I don't know.
Who's this person?
I don't know who that is, but that's obviously...
I mean, I assume that's the wall, isn't it?
That's the walls, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that what's it called? I think we might have seen that before. Is that not from season 4? And is he not, do you know, the Warhammer Titan? I can't remember what he's called. Tiber? It was a Tiber family, wasn't it?
Family,
Woody Tiber. Willie?
Wiley.
Wiley. Something like that. Was that not him telling people the truth? Maybe. That looks like it might be him as well.
Bless
I
me.
think that.
Yeah, it does. It feels almost like a sort of...
Yeah.
From all of them, yeah. Feels a lot more personal coming from...
Bless you.
God, I've been sneezing a lot the past few days. Feels like it's a lot more personal coming from Eren and Armin, but from Mikasa and Armin, but it applies to everyone. You know, from what was it, the second episode that Eren got eaten by a Titan?
I don't know if it was the second episode. It was early on though.
Yeah.
It was like episode 4 or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like as soon as everyone found out that he was a Titan himself, it was kind of like, you know.
He was almost a tool, wasn't he? He wasn't even like a...
Yeah.
Mainly because people would have killed him, and he knew that, you know, like...
But he was getting prodded and stuff by Hange, and Erwin saw him as a key to figuring out everything. You know.
Levi saw him as a weapon.
Yeah.
Albeit they did eventually, I think, they started to care about him more, especially the likes of Levi and Hange.
Yeah. But again, it almost made it seem like there was a shot. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was when he was standing there. That's an awesome shot as well. Remember when Eren was actually beating the armored Titan?
And we're like, oh yeah, get in there, son, and then
Bertolt just dropped a nuke on them. There was a shot where it was, I think it was Eren, and he was just standing there. And it was something like freedom. Like... Does Eren's dream satisfy or does it terrify?
That's the question, isn't it? What is the end goal for him?
Yeah.
Is it to be a happy ending, or is it just destruction?
There's been a lot of change in Eren over the past...
I think that would though. The idea of like learning your future, and not only your future but everyone's future, would almost turn you into a different person, wouldn't it? Having that much responsibility.
Yeah.
We assume that what he's doing because he needs to. He can't not do it. Is what our theory has been so far.
Yeah. Why don't you want to stay with me? That's another one where it's like maybe he doesn't want to stay with them because he knows they're the only ones that can stop him.
Well, I mean, I assume so.
I think it's gonna be ridiculously mind blowing. This last episode. It was weird. Did you notice that they sort of sing? And I'm not one for sort of looking too much into things, although obviously I am. The majority of the song is sang, and then it gets to the sort of these bits. It turns into like
talking. Well, that's why I said this is almost Eren's response,
This is
isn't it?
Eren, yeah.
Because that's like, I don't know if that's exactly what he said, but that's basically what he said. He's like, okay, let's talk. But, you know, like, nothing you say is going to change what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Is basically what he told them, wasn't it? So you're just going to have to kill us. Which I think is...
Yeah, it's crazy to think that bit.
Yeah.
And we have our theory. I don't think Eren's free at all.
Yeah.
We think that Eren's actually not enslaved by Emir, although that's also completely possible, but also enslaved by himself.
We had this idea. It was we have like different ideas, but our one was kind of maybe because he can see the future. Maybe he's not necessarily just seeing one option.
Yeah.
And maybe it's kind of like, you know, because he's been doing all this kind of like puppeteering, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Making sure that they get on the right path to whatever end he's going for. So maybe he's kind of stuck in this cycle. He is a slave to freedom.
Fate.
In a way. Freedom's the ultimate goal, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a slave to freedom.
He's also a slave to fate. That's cool what I just said.
I thought a slave to freedom was cool.
No, it was. It was not quite as cool as a slave to fate.
I do apologise. I'll work better next time.
But yeah, it's almost like he knows that this is the path he's going to take because he's seen it. Whether it's him letting himself see it or whoever the next Beast Titan is.
Attack Titan. They're the ones that see the future.
Attack Titan. Or whoever the next Attack Titan is that's showing him what it has to be, because he knows that it has to be this way. They have to get to a certain point where it might seem horrific, but it's the only one. It's a bit like the Marvel thing, where he might have seen several different futures, but this is the one where he knows he can be stopped.
Yeah. They
have to be the ones to stop him.
And they'll live afterwards. Hopefully.
Everyone hopefully will be saved.
Better bloody live afterwards. Maybe it's just like the best out of the worst bunch.
Yeah.
Because he's probably saying like what would have happened if he did like the what is it, the euthanasia plan. Maybe if he did just stomp everyone. If not, if they just scared people with the potentially rumbling, he's probably seen all those possibilities, and it's just like, this is what needs to happen.
It's also quite sad because I can't see many eventualities where Eren survives, and that's going to be heartbreaking for Armin and Mikasa.
But the thing is, like you were saying though, another thing we have to consider is the fact that the Titans don't have very long to live, especially the likes of Reiner
and Piek and them.
Piek, yeah, like they have like a year, if that, maybe even months. So.
And Annie's another one.
Annie, yeah. And then Armin and. Is it just Armin?
No,
Armin, Falco.
Yeah, Falco as well. And what's his name? Wherever he is. Zeke.
Well, he's another one like Reiner, isn't he? He's about done.
Yeah.
But they've Armin and Falco now only have limited time as well, only years.
I think it's gonna have to be something to do with the paths, isn't it? Because the idea of the paths is kind of like it's not slavery, but it's kind of like there's no distinguishable about the individual. It's like you're all connected, therefore you're all victims to the Titans, to everything.
But it's through the paths that Ymir was building the Titans, wasn't it? We saw she was there like reconstructing.
That's what I mean, but it's like that cycle will always go on, so even if Eren gets killed,
maybe
the Attack Titan will still continue. Well,
they said if a Titan gets killed without being consumed and taken over, them Titans will just be born and a subject of Ymir's baby, a random baby will be born with them. So
I think the ending has something to do with they have to get rid of the paths, because inevitably all of the Eldians. It is Eldians, isn't it? The Malians are the foreigners. Eldians are the ones on the island.
I think there's the Malians and the Eldians ones on the island, but they're just subjects of Ymir.
Well,
they're all the ones.
The subjects of Ymir, yeah, they're all linked. They're all essentially shackled to each other in a few senses of the word. I think the ending has, and it's Ymir as well. Ymir's kind of like, you do feel sorry for her backstory, but is she ultimately the bad guy in all of this?
That's what we... Yeah, because we thought maybe she's the one that's trapping Eren, because Eren, when he got to the paths and he got to Amir, he said, you know, you were leading me here, didn't he? Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it is she's so desperate to be free herself that she's almost enslaving Eren. She's saying, you're my ticket to freedom.
I say it's not as black and white as she's the main bad guy, because I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of a single character that's been black or white. I think all of them have been.
Even the characters that we thought had no hope ended up becoming really likeable, redeemable characters.
Nagath.
Maybe, I mean, we didn't really like Flock, did we? Flock?
No. Yeah.
We weren't overly fond of him. We know some people are.
Yeah. There is a bit of a debate. We've seen debates on our videos before where people are kind of like, some are very pro Flock because
some are like really extremely pro
Flock.
Pro Flock, but for me, I just found him annoying.
Yeah.
And a bit mindless. Maybe that's the point of his character. He was just mindlessly following Eren, but
yeah, he was blindly following Eren, wasn't he?
And I understood his point.
Yeah.
He felt like the only way they could be safe was for everyone else to die, and you know that's fair enough, but there wasn't really anything.
What price?
There wasn't, yeah, but also wasn't really anything else to his character. He was in.
Didn't he kill someone as well?
He was in season 3, and did he kill someone?
He killed someone we liked, didn't he?
No.
Oh, he was there when, what's his name? He was there when Pixis got turned into a Titan. When all of them got turned into Titans.
He was the reason why Shadis got beaten up.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And
then Shadis had one of the coolest deaths ever. By the way.
Yeah.
Him and Nagath sitting there drinking their swill.
Yeah, but other than like, his arc started at season 3.
Yeah.
When all of like the new recruits for the Survey Corps died, and he was the only survivor.
Yeah.
And then his entire arc was just.
He was essentially meant to be the guy who sits there and doesn't question what he's told. He refuses to question, because it's like that classic thing where someone goes up, right, we have to kill everyone to save us, and he's like, right, okay, I believe you. Whereas some people would go, it seems a bit extreme to have to kill everyone in order just to save us.
You could even argue though that it's because of Erwin that he was so blindly. He blindly followed Eren, because Erwin was just like, Eren is our key, he's our ticket to freedom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like everyone placed the trust in Eren, and that was the last thing he kind of told Flock, wasn't it? Is Eren is the key, and so that's probably might have contributed to why.
Yeah. Look at his tangent, Levi.
This is already enough. No more. No more.
That's the other thing is as well. Look at that. I love that. I love that shot. Hold on, come on. That's awesome. People may not call it love, and that's obviously applying to
What Eren's doing?
Armin and Mikasa, because they're essentially fighting Eren here, but it's because they love him.
I thought maybe it was going to be like what Eren's doing in a way is for them, and so
it's probably both. Both, isn't it? Because ultimately, this lot don't want to fight Eren, because he's Eren. You know, the likes of Jane and it's not Jane, it's John and Connie and all them. They don't necessarily want to fight Eren because he is their friend, but they also can't stand by and let him commit genocide just to protect them all.
Yeah.
Because I think that's probably, to me, especially over the last season, the main question is, okay, victory in both scenarios, Marley and Eldian, victory is the goal, but it's how you get there as well. Like,
it's about living with the atrocities that you commit along the way, isn't it? And that's been...
It's actually ridiculously profound the more and more you think about it. And it's actually quite insulting as well that this is the guy's first thing that he's written. How dare he be this talented?
I mean, it's about, because like going back to that though, like when you think about, because that was the last conversation they had. Reiner, when he was talking to Eren, he was talking to all of them. He was saying, you know, like, I'm also a monster. I'd literally killed all these people for my goal. For like that stupid thing all those years ago, and it is like they've all killed people, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've all took lives. It's about, you know.
I think we were 100% right. Eren's completely spawning these Titans out of himself.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, we saw like a grey version of Galliard's Jaw Titan, so they have to be. He has to be bringing out some old Titans here.
A bit there. That it actually backs up what you said. I know it's not a theory or anything, and it was all but confirmed. But the bit where Mia's sort of she's been the one guiding Eren toward this.
Mm-hmm.
Although that obviously look that's Mikasa there with the scarf on, and that's Eren when he's under the tree when he's a young'un. It makes you feel like she's been waiting for him all this time, from the minute sort of.
That's the thing, that dream he had when he was under the tree in the very first episode. He woke up crying, but he couldn't remember what dream he had.
Probably because he
didn't allow himself to remember.
Yeah.
Because he needed to be that determined Eren, didn't he? So he could get.
Yeah. Oh, where's she sitting? She in the Survey Corps graveyard. Have you seen that shop before? That doesn't look familiar to me.
I think we have. Is that not when she goes to visit Sasha's grave and she's talking to her?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Sasha. I still can't believe Sasha died. That was such a shocking twist.
Yeah. That's one as well. I'll protect you. Because it's kind of like...
In the red as well.
Yeah. Kind of like...
Like the scarf.
All of them are essentially coming to stop Eren. And inevitably, it either ends with someone's going to have to die. Whether it's Amir, Eren himself, or big chunks of people. And, I don't think we're never going to accurately guess anything when it comes to the story. The only thing that I can claim that I accurately guessed was that Rhino was the armored Titan. Oh, no, we got Annie as well.
Annie, I feel like Annie was the obvious one though.
Yeah, but it was
Annie
just because of the hair.
Yeah.
Once we guessed Annie, because of the hair.
The hair
matches.
But then Bertolt Titan didn't have any hair.
Yeah, but it's almost like this lot are coming and they're essentially going, right, okay, we might have to kill you here, but we're gonna stop you doing something that if you were alive you would ultimately regret.
I think even they probably won't even try and kill him straight away. They'll probably still try and find a way to just
get through to him.
Because they were talking about, Zeke is the one that's is this tool to use in the Founding Titan. So if they get rid of Zeke and then he won't be able to use it anymore, or if they just get him out of the Titan, he won't be able to use it. Like it's.
Because the questions are also one of the big questions is what would happen if Amaya died? Can she die?
Maybe she's just like an entity at this point, kind of locked. Because she was the start of it, wasn't it? Well, I assume so.
Yeah, she was. She was the. She found the Founding Titan.
Yeah, and then her children ate her.
Yeah.
And so you assume that maybe her consciousness was just preserved in the paths.
Yeah, which is essentially what links them all, isn't it? Is that they all have her blood in them. Which it begs the question how, because like we were saying earlier on, like the paths is what takes everyone's individuality away from them, because they kind of, as long as there's the paths that basically goes, all of you are connected.
Mm-hmm. You can wipe all the memories.
We can wipe all your memories. We can kill you if we want.
Except for a certain few.
And there's also the Titans. Titans can get, made in there. So it's kind of like, what do they do? What course of action do they take? Yeah, they might stop Eren, but again, the Titans are going to keep on getting made.
Maybe we have to figure out what it is. Maybe
they have to set Amaya free and make someone else
the founder. But wouldn't they not then be cursed in the same way?
So even it's like every scenario you can think of, someone's going to get a raw deal, aren't they? If anything, the entire world this entire world is going to get a raw deal, because there's not many.
I don't know. That's the issue, because sometimes with shows and stuff, you can kind of look at the path they're going on. You can predict things. But this, it's you just can't. You just don't know. You
I
can have
think-
theories and ideas potentially, but we've had theories and ideas the entire way through, and they've never. I can't remember how many have ever actually.
Watching the first season,
come
I
to
would
life.
never have thought we'd be at this point.
I thought it was just about big titans that were
Yeah,
murdering.
big scary
I thought they
monsters
were
with
just
no
big-
genitals, reproductive organs.
Remember that was the question we had. How did they? How did they
Someone
go to
warned
the
us.
toilet?
Someone warned us as well. They were like, "You will find all the answers that you're seeking."
Yeah, that was that. They were the questions. How do they go to the toilet?
Yeah,
Why do they smile so much?
yeah, and
And then now here we are.
yeah, I agree with what you were saying though. When you were saying there's a lot of especially nowadays, like there's exceptions. Things like Game of Thrones. There's certain moments in it where you can't predict what's going to happen. But then even Game of Thrones kind of, especially toward the latter seasons, you could kind of predict what was going to happen. And there's more and more shows now as they come out. You can kind of go, well, we know for certain that this is going to happen.
Yeah, it's
We know
following
that
this
is
kind
gonna
of
happen.
format, so we know this. Yeah.
But with this, I can't remember the last time I watched a show where I genuinely had no idea what was going to happen.
But it's exciting though. I like that.
I think it's exciting.
It's not very often you get to go into something like that and you're that excited just to see how it turns
And
out.
I have full confidence that this will not be a Game of Thrones show. I think the ending of
I
this
think the
will
ending
be
will be
very, very good.
I hope so. If not good, at least just like it ties everything together.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's more important to me that it makes sense. I would hate for them to just do some random thing where it's like, oh, it turns out Mikasa was actually Ymir. Just something stupid and
It was all a dream.
oh yeah. Oh, my
Eren
God,
wakes
that
up
would be
under the
worse.
Eren wakes
That'd
up
be
under the
worse.
train. He was like, oh, "That's a weird dream."
Well, the thing is, even that, I wouldn't necessarily be against that as long as it went okay. So this was the ending, and then it shows you Eren going,
Waking up,
yeah, because it's kind of like so. It turns out he did just actually see.
and then maybe it pans to like young Reiner and Bertolt walking towards the wall or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think they will do that. I think
Yeah,
it's made the point clear that,
he knew.
yeah,
In a way.
Eren's known for a while what was coming. He didn't know when he was under the tree, but
But you assume he saw it.
he definitely
Or
saw
maybe
it because he was
something.
crying.
You just can't remember it.
Yeah. So it's kind of, yeah. What's the date? 11th. Oh, brilliant! We've got a month. It's the 10th. What was it? The 10th of November. The 5th of November.
Something like that. I don't think it was the 5th of November.
The 10th, yeah, the 10th sounds. Or it might be the 11th actually, because I'm sure it was 11/10/23, wasn't it?
So the 10th. November's the 11th month.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He's been off for a while. He's losing track of his days. And
Yeah, I
times,
don't
it's
know
just-
what year it is. God knows, it might have come out in 2011.
It's just, like I want to watch it, but I'm also like,
Yeah. My fingernails are going to take an absolute battering in that. Watching that, I'd be sitting there like.
it's gonna be so stressful. I know because so many characters. I'm like, oh my god, Levi. Oh my god, Connie. Oh my god, Falco.
There's
Oh
one
my
character
God.
that you, because this is different, because your favorite character for a long time has been Levi.
Yeah,
So I assume Levi's the one that you want to survive.
yeah. And he's always getting injured, and I know because of like he's the best. He's just the best, isn't he? So like he needs to get injured in order to level the playing field. But come on,
But I'm not in that scenario
he's
because
lost his two fingers.
because
now.
my favorite character died a while ago.
Oh, that's so sad. Yeah.
Obviously I have favorite characters now. Like
I mean, I really liked Owen as well, but
he
yeah.
was my absolute favorite. So taking Levi out of the equation, because that's the easy answer. If there's one character you want to survive, who is it? I know you can't say something like the three.
It's hard because I like Connie, even though I don't know why I've always just thought, oh, he's just like a little,
Sweet innocent boy.
yeah. And then Falco's in that same bracket. I really like Falco as well. He's just like a little.
Yeah.
You want to just grab his cheeks and just like, oh.
What's the last called? That's with Falco?
Gabby.
Gabby. For me, it's her,
Maybe.
which is an odd choice. And can I just tell you why I would say Gabby? Because I don't know if it was season. I think it was season 4, or it might have been season 3.
That was when she was introduced.
Season 4 was when she was introduced. Well, from all of season 4 up to this point, she's had one of the best arcs I can remember experiencing. Because she goes from being essentially, completely against the Eldians to the point where she's
killing them.
Yeah, she killed Sasha, didn't she? Where she's just she's got the proper extremist flock type view where she cannot, under any circumstance, forgive Eldia, despite them not having anything to do with what happened 100 years ago. To being, she had a breakdown where she was sitting there saying, you know, I did this, you did that, but none of us have, you know, have grown up in this world where we have to hate each other, but you've not done anything wrong, I've not done anything wrong. Well, she did do something wrong, but she didn't know she was doing something wrong. And then getting to the end where she's kind of like, okay, let's all work together. We have to stop this thing from happening, so we can save Eren, so we can save you all, so we can save all of the Malians. We just have to save everyone. And it's gone from her being kill to save. We have to save. I think it's really good. I think she's really good.
Yeah, maybe Reiner, though, because Reiner's, I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
Quite early on, actually.
Yeah.
When we found out about his kind of mental issues and him kind of forgetting what was reality and what wasn't, and you could just tell he didn't want to do any of what he was doing. And he's kind of like what you hope Eren is going to end up like. He comes out of it, but he's just regretful, and I hope Reiner can like survive and then learn to forgive himself.
Yeah.
After all this.
Do you remember when Reiner was the biggest threat?
Reiner and Bertold.
Weird world.
Remember that first episode where you just saw the head peeking over the wall?
Yeah.
And you were like, oh my god, oh my god.
What is that?
Because you saw all the little midgets and like, oh, well, they're not too menacing.
I just remember as well when we were sitting there going, okay, so these two must know what they're doing. These Titans know what they're doing.
They think.
Yeah. We didn't think they were humans.
We were like, they think.
They're Titans that can think.
They've evolved.
Yeah, the Titans have evolved. God, how wrong we were. So everything that we've just spent all our time discussing could be a million miles off. Right? If that's the state of our guesses.
I remember when I first started watching this, because mine when we first Attack on Titan, I thought I was being really clever because I was like, oh, Attack on Titan, Titan's the planet, and you know, and I was like, maybe they've invaded the Titan's planet, and I thought I was being so clever, and I was wrong.
Yeah, but it took us how many seasons for someone to tell us that Shingeki no Kyojin means Attack Titan? It's not Attack on Titan, it's Attack Titan. Don't you just feel like an idiot sometimes? I do.
I don't understand Japanese. I do apologise.
Yep, me neither.
But you know, it's a good language.
It's been a good journey. Just think, 1 month and the journey will be over.
It's that thing where I'm so desperate to watch it, but then I'm also like, oh.
All journeys must come to an end. Anyway, let us know what you think down in the comments. Let us know if there's anything else you want us to react to. God, what do we do after Attack on Titan?
Lay down.
And rest. Rest. Yeah, like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
No, I don't know. My brain is just mush.
Doesn't it? I'm always the same. Whenever I try to think about Attack on Titan, my brain just takes an absolute battering to the point where I've got to watch something completely basic, like
High School Musical or something.
No, not even High School Musical. Something even basic, like Aladdin. I have to watch Aladdin.
Aladdin's quite complex.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't sit there and go, is this a post-apocalyptic world? Could be. He's making references to Jack Nicholson. Could be. I don't sit. I just go, genie, music, wishes, bad guy,
parrot.
Just so everything's easy again. Oh right. Did I ask you if there's anything else I wanted to say?
Yeah, been there.
Thank you for watching. See, my brain's already fried.
I need to know.